Honor to the divine feminine presence that birth all things. Peace to the goddess and peace to the gods. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness to one and all. I am your host and co-pilot Sawu in the magnetic frequency of love and light, operating in the highest frequency of my true and authentic self. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all. Highly protected, covered, prayed up, whatever. Exercising your spiritual works, because spiritual warfare is real, just as much as physical warfare. We honor the ancestors, we honor the elements, we honor the angelic realm, we honor the cosmic divine beings and ascended masters, all of the highest order. Ashe. And now that I'm in physical presence, we're going to honor ourselves in the highest light. Ashe. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all, man. Time is shifted, so we don't have as much daylight as we usually have, depending on where you at. The weather may be getting a little colder, you know. In some cases, even a little warmer. But I'm surprised for it to be this late in the year that we have such beautiful weather in my location. So I'm thankful and I'm grateful. Gratefulness is a beautiful thing to exercise. I greet the galactic family in love and light, health and wholeness, stillness and abundance. Salute to everyone who is here, being the best light that they can be in their own life and in the lives of others. I thank you. It ain't easy, trust me. Where do I begin? It ain't, speaking of things not being easy, it's one thing I find surely not easy is shedding light every day. And in order to be able for me to shed light every day, I have to be shedding some traces of darkness somewhere in me also. I hope somebody caught that. It ain't easy to shed light through everyday life. But we're in a period where everyone needs to be looking at themselves. Very deep, very heavy, very intense self-analyzation. Because after all, we're supposed to be in the fourth dimension. So the fourth dimension deals with the heart. And hard work is hard work. But we got to do it. Especially being fourth dimensional beings and not knowing it. Fourth dimensional beings being taught and instructed about things of the fourth dimension, but not really knowing what it was. We was taught height, we was taught depth, we was taught width, and we was taught time. But what happened was, through the structure of time, we got trapped because it was used to trap us to those who were mastering times. Somebody, I know it's resonating with. I don't wanna say too much because you too heavy on censoring. You don't gotta be a big channel to get censored. You don't gotta be viral to be censored. All you have to do is say the right thing at the wrong time. But yeah, we grew up in the fourth dimension, not knowing it. Height, width, depth, time. And time was used to keep us trapped. Third dimension, in the solar. So, in coming into the fourth dimension and us being able to navigate more from a heart space, it allows us to tap into timelessness. I hope somebody listening. And through going through the portals of timelessness, you could come into your own personal liberty. because my higher self instructed me to stop using the term freedom. Because nobody free, if you really think about it. We living in a system where we adapt mentality or a sense of freedom based off the lifestyle you're able to afford yourself. But does that really make you free? Or does that just give you liberty to be able to do, go, and afford the things that you know that make you comfortable? Really don't define who you are, just give you comfort. We ain't free till we all get free, family. We ain't sovereign until we all sovereign. You know? I heard Rizza Islam say something to the effect of benefits, and there are benefits and perks with negativity. And when we look at TV, social media, even the radio, when we look out our window into the streets, or we sit on our porches or whatever patios, and we peer into the streets, depending on what type of environment or neighborhood you're in, you know, and you see things that's inappropriate or what have you, and probably can resonate with what I just spoke of to some extent. However, to make a point off that point, I want to say and magnify that it's also rewards to being positive. It's rewards to positivity and righteousness. How do I know? Because I'm a product of it today. Have I always lived positive and in the highest space of righteousness that I know? No, I have not. And it gives me strength to share that in truth in a world of pretenders. Life is the test, and we in this too. And how we transition to the next phase gonna make all the difference. I was asked, how do I do it? And I've been asked that before, but every time I'm asked that, depending on who's asking, it may be a different undertone. But I was asked, how do I do it? So I said, do what? And the response was, how do you feel good for no reason at all? How do you be so peaceful? How do you be so joyful? I said, what, now? Because that's the key. What, now? This ain't always been what it was with me, and anybody that know me know that. But now, it's because it takes hard work to be better than you never been. More so, it takes hard work to acknowledge, recognize, and accept what the light in you is showing you about you, that you have made you, which is not really you. I said it slow, so it can be caught, because it sounds tongue twisty, but it's not. We've been so used to identifying ourselves externally, outside in instead of inside out. So most times when we come across people that speak from the inside out, it causes reactions. It causes knee-jerk reactions. You know, it make you look at them strange and funny, like, what are you talking about? The same thing. Most times it's the same things that our inside's trying to tell us anyway, but we ain't listening. I do it by putting in work to do it, by making a conscious intent to do it. That's why I say feel good for no reason at all. Because in any attempt to be anything other than what you are in any given moment, it's gonna find a way to come out and explode in your face. So that made me be real with myself, real with my emotions, real with the people around me, stand firm and on my square, speak the truth, whether it's liked or not, and stayed authentic to oneself. And I'm saying that to say our ability to grow through disaster. Disaster could be anything, however any type of life experience that may have been disastrous to you. But our ability to go through disaster reveals the type of master you are. The work you put in is the work that you're gonna get out. But it's an inside job. And knowing that it's an inside job is what gives me the ability to reflect the face of God to one who can see it, to reflect the voice of God to one who can hear it, and to be the touch or the hand of God to one who can feel it. And it's an energetic thing. It's an energetic thing that brings about manifestation in the physical realm. For those who listen, this is how we do it. The way out the system, the way out this matrix is through energy, family. Your energy, your inner peace. Your energy is the feet that's going to climb you about the lower depths of yourself. I use my energy to elevate me up into higher planes of thought, higher planes of being, higher planes of feeling, higher planes of acting, higher planes of expressing myself, higher planes of emanating the life force within me. It's energy. What nobody ever told us is that we are the rabbit hole that we go down. So I want to make it clear for whoever come across this video. We are the rabbit hole that we must go down, and we are the rabbit hole that we must climb our way back up, and then reveal ourselves to the world in our true self, our divine self. And what's funny is, because my higher self was talking to me, and it said, if we had told you this, would you believe us? So I asked y'all, I asked you, if they had told you, would you believe it? So they sent people who got the message a little clearer, or a little earlier, to share it with us. And that's how it works. Each one teach one. Each one reach one. When the student is ready, just like I was a student at once upon a time. And when I was ready, people appeared in my life. When the student is ready, a teacher will appear. My point is, the ancestors, the gods, however you identify the Orishas, they left signs, they left symbols, they left structures, and they left different scriptures. It's on you what you do with them. Feel good for no reason at all. I'm your host and co-pilot, Sawu the God, resonating in the truest and highest frequency of my authentic self. Feeling good for no reason at all. I love y'all, family. Peace, love, and light.